Hello, hello. Oh, wait, I needed to... No, never mind, I'll do that later. Audio mixer, yes, okay, you can hear me. And it's a little bit dark, actually, still. Max brightness, please. There we go. Hi, welcome on in. Happy Monday to those of you who have had a decent Monday. And those of you who are about to have a Monday, I hope it is a acceptable one. Poppy, like literal seconds before I switched scenes there, she was on camera, I swear. And she got up and moved, didn't you? Yes. Shall we see if we can reposition the camera? Yeah. Yes. Oh, there. Left, the other left. There we go. Can't do a proper stream without a cam, can we? No. So yeah, Stardrop. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? It has been kind of hot today, and it looks like the week is going to be kind of insane for late August. Friday, 29 degrees? Eesh. Poppy is a cute cat. You hear that? Hear that, Poppy? You're cute. I'm doing okay. Yourself? Oh, yes, but I am unhappy about winter ending prematurely. Same, Stardrop, same. I am about as you'd expect. Not fully awake, not fully able to sleep properly. It is difficult. But I have at least fed myself and clothed myself, and I can do a stream today, why not? I'm just going to keep following you around the room, Pop. Nice. My tripod. Haven't expressed an interest in that before, have you? Well, maybe she will settle down somewhere and we can get a proper cat cam going at some point. Clothing yourself is very important for streaming purposes, it is. Unless you're a VTuber, in which case you don't really have to bother, do you? I kind of feel like I want to get myself a VTuber rig now, because summer is coming. Moody Mystery, hello, welcome in. Woke up from a nap a few hours ago and woke up to a James Necker stream. Heck, we have 115F heat index. That's a lot of Fs. F in chat for Moody. How are you doing? Have a shout out, why not? We are not playing Ultima today, Moody. We are actually taking a little bit of a rest in between Pagan and before we do Ultima Ascension. And we're going to be playing the Crimson Diamond, which is a new retro game. Moody Mystery has many Fs to give, yes. So, yeah, why don't I start up the game and we can get into it. I don't think I'm going to do a complete playthrough, is the thing. For starters, I don't know how long it would take. Hello, Dr. Yasmin, welcome in. Don't know how long a full playthrough would take. And, human brain, come on, string sentences together. Yeah, I'm really doing it as kind of a palate cleanser in between Ultima 8 Pagan and Ultima 9 Ascension. So we could play a little bit of the Crimson Diamond, but not the entire game. And then if people are interested, they are welcome to purchase the game for themselves and experience it themselves. So yeah, I think that's what we can do. Game. Set up a little cam scene like I like to do. And we've got the game, and hopefully audio will work, and things will be good. Yes, perhaps, why not? How are you doing today, Yasmin? Good to see you. Oh, my system is struggling a bit. Come on, launch the game. It's an EGA text parser game. It shouldn't be that difficult. There we go. What? Oh, right. When I click out of the game, it mutes itself. Okay. Got me scared for a second there. I wanted to adjust the volume, but then it was like, there is no sound. Perhaps you can all tell me if username's still bold if I put punctuation after without a space Dr. Yasmin. Fine by me, I would like to support cool streamers even if they don't play my favourite games. Well, thank you very much, Moody. Doing pretty good, just got home in time for the stream. Thank you, Dr. Yasmin. And since I did a shout out earlier, why not just do another one? Yeah. Dr. Yasmin is also an Ultima Dragon and plays Ultima games when he's not doing cool pixel art. And this game has a lot of cool pixel art, Doctor. Julia Minamata is absolute fiend for the EGA pixel art stuffs, and you will get to experience it soon. So, yeah, I think the sound is probably okay, but I want to bump it up a little bit. There. I'm already liking the visuals and sound of this game so far. Yeah, it's really nice. Let me see. It's on the menu. Maybe I can make the music like not pause when the game loses focus. This is fine. I did start a game just to check that it was working for me. It looks very Canadian. It is. I've done the tutorial already, and I think this audience is familiar with like AGI text parser games of old, so we don't need to do the tutorial again. We'll just go for a new game and watch the intro. It's very nice. Crimson, Ontario, 1914. Look at that fish. It's found a diamond! The Royal Canadian Museum, Toronto, Ontario. There's our protagonist. There you are, Nancy. This is it. What we've been waiting for. Far up north, a fisherman found a massive diamond in the belly of a fish. This could be a real boon for our mineralogy exhibit. We need something better than those dilettantes over in geology. I want our exhibit to be the talk of the town. It's too bad that we can't spare anyone to head up to the middle of nowhere on such a long shot. You could spare me. Let me go, Professor Plummer. It would be perfect. Everyone else is busy with the new exhibits. While I've just been learning the filing system. That could wait a day or two, couldn't it? I'm not usually in the habit of sending unsupervised young ladies into less civilized regions. But as luck would have it, the discovery was made near a lodge where I'm sure you could stay while you conduct your fieldwork. You win, Nancy. Get on home, pack your bags, and catch the train up north. Hooray! I heard once they found a dinosaur in the belly of a mosquito, and that's how they cloned Amber. Ah! I'm not sure who Amber is, but I wouldn't trust her. Amber is Galara Dragon's cat, Stardrop. You caught fish. Was that a haddock, or was it for the halibut? Ugh. Thanks so much, Professor. Look at the kitty down there in the shelves. I want to pet the kitty. If you find something that can make a big splash at the museum, who knows? Maybe the university will finally accept you as a mineralogy student. Good luck, kiddo. I won't let you down. Wow, you have to go and get some rare find just to be accepted as a student around here, huh? A few hours later... Here we are at the train station. And here's the local populace driving up and down the road in their ridiculous vehicles. Here's my train. Oh, then I definitely wouldn't trust her. Choo-choo. Rare finds used to be a dime a dozen because they hadn't been found yet. Ah. This is it. My first time out of the city. I'm going to make the most of this trip. I can't wait to see the rocks of Northern Ontario. Goodbye, big city. Hello, adventure. A few hours later... Excuse me, is this seat taken? Not at all. Please, have a seat. Thanks. My name is Kimi Kishiro. Where are you headed? Pleased to meet you. I'm Nancy Maple. I'm bound for a town called Crimson. Oh my, you've got some hours yet. I should know because that's where I'm going. I'm a clerk from the Royal Canadian Museum. My boss sent me to check out the diamond claim up there. I hadn't heard of that discovery. Then again, I don't pay much attention to the news. It's a very strange story. Up by Crimson, a fish swallowed a huge diamond. A fisherman caught it, sliced it open, and there it was, this spectacular, sparkling gem. Can you imagine? I jumped at the chance to investigate. This is my first time out of the city. I couldn't be more excited. Where will you be staying when you get to Crimson? A place called Crimson Lodge. Ah, I'm staying at Crimson Lodge. I'm a bird watcher. I hear there are nesting colonies of cormorants up there. That's what I want to see. And I wouldn't mind seeing the Sulaks while I'm in the area. I'd love to see the big ships up close. It does seem pretty cool, Dr. Yasmin. Wonderful. We can be travelling companions. I'd very much like that. You and Kimmy chat amiably for a while. As the days wear on... There's a lot of talking in this game, Neko. You're going to have to fix your tongue. As the day wears on, the rhythm of the train moving over the tracks and the monotony of the scenery lulls you into a deep sleep. The conductor announces, "Crimson, this stop." Nancy, it's time to go. Oh, thanks. Oh no, where's my luggage? It's not here. There's no luggage left at all. My field kit's in there. What am I going to do? The train will be leaving soon. Nancy, we have to leave now. Ah! Oh, I had no idea anyone else was still on the train. Hello there. Hello. I didn't notice you on the train. Isn't that funny? Not really. I was in the first class car. I'm here to see the nesting cormorants. Is that why you're here? Cormorant? Is that a type of rodent? Excuse me, folks, but I was sent to pick up just one person from the station tonight, Mr. Albert Resper, a European fellow expert in mineralogist on assignment, hired by the federal government on loan from Antwerp. I wasn't told he'd be bringing any secretaries, wives, girlfriends. I'm sorry for the confusion, sir. Jack. I'm sorry for the confusion, Jack, but we don't know this man at all. My name is Nancy Maple, and my friend here is Kimi Kishiro. I was sent from the Royal Canadian Museum to investigate the diamond claim up by Crimson Lodge. And I'm here to see the nesting cormorants. We're both here to stay at the lodge and go about our business. Do you know which way it is from here? I surely know where it is, because that's where I drove out from. But I'm sorry to tell you, ladies, the lodge has been closed to the public for months. You didn't hear? My boss, Mr. Richards, he's getting on. He's done with the lodging business. All he wants is peace and quiet. But then this whole diamond fiasco starts up. Folks all up in arms. He's not pleased at all, I can tell you. This gentleman is here on the government's orders. Mr. Richards can't do much about that. But you two... Oh, that's unfortunate, but you only have yourselves to blame for being uninformed. Let's be off, Jack. Good evening, ladies. The thing is, ain't no one coming by here at this time of night. And the nearest accommodation is the lodge, which is a few hours away by automobile, even still. Look here, I'll drive you ladies up to the lodge for the night. Tomorrow morning I'll bring you back here so you can catch the train. As it is, Mr. Richards is gonna be peeved about hosting unexpected guests. I mean, even more than he is already. His sister's come up from the city to stake her claim. And she brought a lawyer to boot. Come along now. Wow, he's a dick. Yeah. Sure, I'll get those for you. Sir, your trunks arrived a few days ago. Boy, they sure are heavy. Ah, yes, of course. My, it sure gets dark here at night. Lucky for you, I've made this trip many times. Used to be folks would come out here in the summers for recreation. And before my time, settlers came to this area in hopes of building lives for themselves. But once the mines were used up, there weren't much reason for them to stay. The soil ain't that good. Have you seen any cormorants? I'm hoping to see some. Yeah, they nest up on the cliffside. Stay away though, they don't like being disturbed. Particularly during nesting season, which happens to be right now. So if you're so wild about birds, I'd let them alone. You'd do more harm than good. Besides, tomorrow morning I'll be taking you right back to the train station. You won't have any time to go looking for them. Have any of the other diamonds been found around the lodge? First of all, no way to know if that rock even came from around here. I've lived in this area for years and I ain't never seen any diamonds, so I know for a fact that it didn't come from these parts. They say that a man cut it out of the belly of a fish. A diamond could have come from anywhere upstream. You folks are wasting your time, sorry to say. Who cares about shiny rocks anyway? No use to anybody. We shall see about that. Your travel-weary companions resist your attempts at chit-chat. It seems that Kimmy and Albert have fallen asleep, although in the almost complete darkness it's hard to tell. It's impossible for Jack to hear you from the back seat above the cacophony of the engine and the automobile rattling over the rough country road. You decide it would be best not to distract him anyway. Here we are. Wow, it's spectacular. You know what? I almost don't mind having more bodies in the lodge. Feels not so empty. Feels like old times. Make yourselves at home while you're here. Thanks, Jack. Welcome to Crimson Lodge. I'm going to my room. Ms. Kishiro, Miss Maple, your bedroom's upstairs at the end of the hall on the right. The bedroom across the hall from you, that's Mr. Richards' suite. Try to keep quiet and stay out of his way, won't you? He shares the suite with Margot. She's his lady friend. I'm in the bedroom right next to yours, along with Mr. Shaw. Albert demanded the use of my bedroom, so that's where he is. Don't know why he was so insistent, but the customer's always right, hey? That's the smallest bedroom, and it wasn't really meant for guests. Nessa's room is across the hall from Albert. I'd stay away from her if I was you. After I get this luggage upstairs, I'm gonna start up some supper. Wouldn't do to have you all starve, eh? Why don't you explore the lodge a little? Talk to the other folks. Most important, stay out of my hair. I'm a busy man. Not literally, of course. Oh, and if you want to shower tonight, use the upstairs bathroom near the stairs. It's very pink. You can't miss it. Wonder if Nat's still here. How many places do I got to set at the table tonight? You and Kimmy head upstairs to your bedroom. You don't have any luggage to unpack, but you hang your hat and coat on the footboard of your bed and consider yourself settled in. Chapter 1. Introductions. To move Nancy, you can click the feet icon. on your target destination. Or you can use the arrow keys to move. I should talk to everyone and get to know them a little before dinner. Your notebook will let you know what you need to do to progress through the game. Type notebook or N whenever you need to refer to it. When you have lots of notes, click the arrow buttons or press the arrow keys to scroll through them. Essential objectives that must be completed to progress the game will be marked with 3 X's. Type review at any time to check your current goals. Seeing as I've lost my luggage, I don't have much to amuse myself with before dinner. Perhaps if I take a look around, time will pass a little bit faster. Typing look into the text parser is a good way to get your bearings. Game has auto-saved. So here we go, we can walk around. We can click to walk. There's a sneaky little menu bar up here. And where is the cat? I will check the bedroom momentarily. And the trap that I set. Will be in her secret spot. Oh well, we did get a little bit of the poppy cam action at the start of the stream. That will have to do. Maybe she will come out later. So let's explore. Look, always a good place to start. This is the bedroom you are sharing with Kimmy. A pair of twin beds and matching nightstands are set against the east wall. Kimmy has claimed the bed closest to the fireplace, a clever move on her part as summer nights are still chilly this far north. A door in the west wall leads back into the upstairs hallway. Kimmy is here. Look, Kimmy. Kimmy Kishiro is a petite Asian lady in her late 30s. She's ruggedly dressed in knickerbockers and sensible shoes. She seems shy and doesn't reveal much about herself. During the train ride, you manage to glean that her family immigrated from Japan in the 1870s. Kimmy is writing in her sketchbook with a pen. Hey, Kate, welcome in. Hey, nice to catch a stream. Been following this game's development. Looks great. It does, doesn't it? The EGAA pixel art is absolutely gorgeous. How are you doing, friend? How is your own game doing, by the way? Let's talk Kimmy. I've never been to a place like this before. I'm excited to explore, and I love meeting new people. Yes, you are the inquisitive type, aren't you? Jack did invite you to introduce yourself to everyone else, after all. It's only polite. I most certainly am. Would you like to join me? No thanks, Nancy. I'm exhausted. That bumpy ride from the train station has left me a bit frazzled. I'm looking forward to some peace and quiet before dinner. I can take a hint. I'll leave you be. Oh, one more thing. While you were asleep, Jack mentioned some old lodge brochures stored in the curio cabinet's drawer. They were meant for guests, back when the lodge was used as an inn. Even though we may not stay long, he said you're welcome to take them as keepsakes. Thanks, Kimmy. Now that you've talked to Kimmy, it's marked with an X in your notebook. Open the curio cabinet drawer, then search the drawer and take the brochure. Open cabinet. The curio cabinet is locked. But I can see some lovely objects in there, particularly a beautiful matching pair of decorated silver steins. Hey, I'm okay. Not much to do on my game while I wait for my artist to finish up the character art. Got some animations to update, but it's dull work. Hard to find motivation. Yeah, I know how it is. I did a little indie game myself for the DOS 2024 Game Jam. I called it Struth, Bang Struth in chat, or Bang Jam for the Game Jam details. I worked on it for like 2 months, and there were periods of time when it was just like, ugh, I can't deal with this bug. It's not fun anymore because the bug is just ridiculous and I can't compile the thing, and if I can't compile the thing, I can't release it, and yeah, it's difficult. But I'm sure you will get through it, and I am very excited to see your own game. People can make games, and it's fun. Okay, so we can't open the cabinet yet. There's some paintings there on the wall. Look, paintings. A triptych of small woodcuts on coloured paper hang in silver frames. A black and white photograph of a mountain hangs over the fireplace. So it does. Look, mountain. Look, picture. Okay. Look, fireplace. The fieldstone fireplace looks like it would come in handy on chilly nights. There's a fireplace tool stand next to it. There is some powdery soot accumulating in the fireplace. Take fireplace tools. I am a compulsive hoarder. Either that isn't there or you'd see no need for that. Right. Ooh, look, sofa. A comfy window seat looks like it would be a nice place to do some reading. That's Kimmy's luggage. We won't touch that because she's right here. Look, window. Look out window. The windows offer a breathtaking views of the dense forest below. It's dark outside. There are 2 twin beds in this room with matching quilted covers. Your coat and hat are hanging on the footboard of one of the beds. Aside from the beautiful art of this game, you've got to admire the enormous amount of text descriptions you would have to write for every possible thing you might want to look at. Look, bedside table. There's a small lamp on the nightstand. Ah, okay. Look, nightstand. Turn lamp on. Search nightstand. These nightstands don't have drawers. See? Julia has anticipated you might want to try and do that and written this particular bit of text just in case. That's attention to detail. Let's leave the room and explore the rest of the house. Type help or H to open the help window. There's a list of parser shortcuts to simplify using the parser. Example, OD means open door. Very nice painting. A masterful oil painting is framed and hung at the end of the upstairs hallway. The plaque reads L. Harris. This is the northern end of the upstairs hallway. The door to the west leads to the master bedroom. The door to the east leads to the room you share with Kimmy. An impressive oil painting is mounted here. The upstairs hallway continues to the south. Also predicted what words people might type instead of nightstand. Yeah. It's not easy, that's for sure. Press escape or move the mouse cursor to the top of the screen to open the main menu for more options. You can save and load your game, adjust the game speed, and more. And this is a really nice detail. Like, we've moved south, and you can see that our bedroom door is open. We can close our bedroom door. Type INV, I, or the tab button to open your inventory window. You can look at and examine your inventory in this window. You can choose between the default graphical inventory or text-based inventory in the main menu. You can see that the door is closed now, even though we're not technically on that screen. So, I guess we're just going to poke around like a nosy person. This is the bedroom Jack is sharing with Corvus. Judging from the crate haphazardly filled with clothes, Jack didn't get much notice regarding this new living arrangement. There's a large dresser set against the back wall containing many small drawers. There's a pitcher and a drinking glass on the top. You also see a low coffee table, a writing desk, bookcase, plush armchair, and a pair of beds. A door in the west wall leads back to the upstairs hallway. Ooh, let's look at the books. You know those kinds of books you see in bed and breakfasts that are there for decoration and seem completely uninteresting? These are those kinds of books. Oh, come on, Julia, you didn't want to include entire books that we could read in-game, a la Morrowind? 0 out of 10. Completely unplayable. The water glass and pitcher are set on the dresser. Can we take it? Have you ever woken in the night with a fierce thirst? It would be monstrous to take the pitcher or glass. I'm sure there are plenty of drinking glasses elsewhere. Maybe I should try the kitchen. We'll get to it, Nancy. We'll get to it. Oil paintings are hung over the 2 beds in this room. One features a majestic mountain range, and the other depicts a tuxedo cat lying on grass, surrounded by flowers. I wrote entire books to include in my game because of Morrowind. You know why. It infects you. Yes. Ah, man, Morrowind. I remember actually copy-pasted my honors computer science thesis into a set of books in Morrowind, in my mod. My little house mod where I just stuck random things or whatever else came to mind. Also, Ultima games often have quite verbose, readable books. That cat reminds me of the sweetest stray I've ever met. A tuxedo cat, just like that. Open drawers. Yes, we can snoop around. And wow, Nancy's just getting to work, just opening all of them. The drawers have elegant polished brass pulls. Okay, look in dresser. That doesn't seem to work. Examine dresser. That would not benefit from closer examination. Look in dresser. Course of action. Look in drawers. After searching through all the drawers, you find moth-eaten socks, loose buttons, single shoelaces, and other assorted bric-a-brac. Nothing too interesting in there. Take buttons. Either that isn't there, or you see no need for that. Ah, well. Let's close the drawers. Leave no evidence that we were here. Look desk. The writing desk hosts a blotter, a lamp, and a cup of pencils. Just one pencil would go missing. You never liked getting smudges on your hands. Look. Waste paper basket. The waste paper basket is a grey metal receptacle similar to the others around a lodge. Look in waste paper basket. There isn't anything in this waste paper basket. I can't help myself. I want to look for clues, even though there is no reason to look for clues right now. Zalathar, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Closed door. Now, who is in these rooms? I forget. Ah, it's that guy. This is a small bedroom, humbly furnished. Albert insisted on getting a room to himself despite its size. The furniture in this room is of simpler make and consists of a wardrobe, desk, and nightstand. There's a pitcher and a drinking glass on the nightstand. A door in the west wall leads back to the upstairs hallway. Albert is here. So why did he insist on this small room for himself? Like, he doesn't seem the type to want more humble accommodation. Is it just that he didn't want to share? Because he could have demanded that he doesn't share with anyone, right? I'm sure he's up to no good, despite only having met him for a couple of minutes. Hello, Mr. Esper. How are you settling in? Please, miss, I'm busy at the moment and can't chat. Talked to Kimmy, yep. Talked to Albert. Cool. I suppose he might object to us poking around here, but we can at least look at the painting. A small oil painting of what looks to be Northern Ontario wilderness hangs in a simple wooden frame. Alright, see you, Albert. Like, maybe that door, that room backs onto some other room that he needs to get into, or I don't know. Use the / key or type pause or P to pause the game. The game also pauses when the parser, inventory, or menu windows are open. Ah, that's just the stairs down. Okay. What's across from Albert? This is a pretty large bedroom. There's a love seat and an armchair arranged around a low table. There is a wardrobe, dresser, and painted cupboard. A door in the east wall leads back to the upstairs hallway. Hey, we can sit. You sit down. Ah, sitting, the great equalizer. From the mightiest pharaoh to the lowliest peasant, who doesn't enjoy a good sit? I'm going to have a snack. Loving this so far? I'm glad, Dr. Yasmin. It's a bit of a change from the Ultima games, but this is definitely up our alley in terms of retro gaming content. Stand. Stando. Is Nancy Maple a stand user? Maybe we'll find out later. Same uninteresting books, unfortunately. Nessa's luggage is at the foot of her bed. Is Nessa around? Nessa's luggage is locked. Curses! There's a bin. There isn't anything in this waste paper basket. Check it out, though. This game has ray-traced reflections. The mirror has been cleaned to a streak-free finish. Jack sure knows his stuff. Wardrobe, dresser, and painted cupboard. On easel. Look in dresser. What about the wardrobe? The wardrobe is empty. You suppose Nessa hasn't had a chance to unpack. I love that she opens all of them in one go before looking in them. The painted drawers are empty. This is a good way to practice your typing. You don't see anything noteworthy. Oh. look out window. Occasionally it wants you to add a little extra bit of text. Large window offers a breathtaking view of the dense forest below. It is dark outside. Okay, so Nessa, not in her room, but that's where she would be. And then we've got a door opposite the stairs. Ah, yes, little storage room. The upstairs closet is where Jack stores his bedding, towels, and cleaning implements. Some spare furniture is stored here, too. You see a huge wardrobe, a green trunk, and a blue trunk. A door in the east wall leads back to the upstairs hallway. Look, blue trunk. The blue steamer trunk is worn, dusty, and has a large crack in one of its corners. The blue trunk has a big padlock on it that requires a key which you don't have. Why are people locking all these things? Did they know I was coming? The green trunk still looks sturdy, though it looks like it's seen better days. The green trunk is locked. Chih. The wardrobe is full of dusty, cobwebby old junk. There's a cane, a blanket, an old lamp, and some books. Take it all, I want it. Applejacks, welcome on in. How are you doing? I think I'm doing shout-outs occasionally, so... There we go. What have you been up to lately? Dredge, yes, I saw you. I briefly stopped by your thing and you were doing the Dredge DLC. What does EGA stand for? It stands for... Enhanced Graphics Adapter, I think? I guess they know how to deal with protagonists. Yeah, Zalathar, they knew I was coming. Yeah, I think it's Enhanced Graphics Adapter. You can do a whole 16 colors. Let's see, cane, blanket, lamp, books. Oh, I'm in the wrong window. You decide to leave the cane for someone who would need it. I need it! The old lamp is probably broken, and probably a house for spiders. Better leave it where it is. You don't want the moth-eaten blanket. Yes, I do! I want all the things. I am a pack rat. Cane, blanket, books. Look, books. All these books have water damage, broken spines, and loose pages. Poor books. Are these paint cans? The paint cans hold red paint and purple paint. I wonder if we can use that later. A mop in a metal bucket stands in a corner. Look. What are these blankets? Look. Bedding, towels, and cleaning implements. Okay. The bedding and towels look clean and neatly folded. You never know when you're going to need a towel. The bathrooms are already well stocked, and your bed doesn't require additional bedding. Chee. Other handy keyboard shortcuts are Control-A for Ask About, Control-T for Talk To, Control-L for Look At, and Control-E for Examine. WWE will walk you to the east exit if it exists. If there's an open door, you will walk through it. I'm not going to remember these shortcuts. Ask About, Talk To. I learned recently that actual EGA cards can use custom palettes, but not in low-res mode. Right, Zalathar. There's like 64 possible colors you can pick from that you can assign to the 16 attributes. I've been doing that for my game a little bit, although it's mostly just the standard EGA. But like one particular trick of note is this here wall color is brown, and the way that EGA is set up, you've got like dark blue, dark green, bright green, dark red, bright red. You've got a bright yellow, which you can see on the torch up there. Look, torch. Look, candle. Look, lamp. The whole sconces provide a surprising amount of illumination. Their flickering candlelight casts a warm glow. So it's bright yellow, and you would expect there to be a dark yellow. Thank you for the follow. Hey, son, how are you? Are you a non-alt account, or did you rename your account? Green light, red light, stop. Where was I? No, I mean, so there's a bright yellow in the default EGA palette, but instead of a dark yellow, we've got this brown, and it was kind of hard-coded in the original cards to be a brown rather than a dark yellow by adding a resistor to the particular line where it's outputting the video signal. But with the modern EGA stuff, you can reassign it, so you can have a dark yellow if you want instead of brown. Tried to make a silly joke, and now I'm stuck with this dumb name. A special circuitry to turn dark yellow into brown, yeah. It's really interesting, like the history of these graphics cards and things like that. Oh, lovely. Look. The balcony provides a spectacular view of the grounds below. You can move further along the balcony to the west and east. All you can see right now is inky blackness. Ooh, we could spy on people from up here. You hesitate to look into this window in case you see something you shouldn't. That's exactly why I'm here. That's the bathroom. You can see into the hallway. You can see into the spare room. Yeah, that's right. There was a bathroom up here, wasn't there? How are you doing, son? The upstairs bathroom is decorated in shades of pink, green, and purple. It's a little garish. There's a medicine cabinet mounted above the sink. There's a door in the east wall that leads back to the upstairs hallway. Medicine cabinet! And again, check it out. Reflection technology. Look in cabinet. The medicine cabinet contains the usual remedies you'd expect to find. Dr. Kilmer's swamp root, Mayer's system regulator and tonic, red cloverine pills, a bottle of castor remedy, and Beecham's patent pills. Take pills. All of the medicines appear to be old and expired. It would be safer not to take these. I think my dentist accidentally exposed a nerve when they tried to fix my tooth last Thursday, so I've been better. Oh, that sucks, son. Hope you can go back and get them to fix it for free. That would be nice, wouldn't it? In the far end of the room is a bathtub encircled by a bright pink shower curtain. There are bathtub faucets and a shower valve. And a very nice painting. Look, painting. A woman with voluminous whiplash hair is advertising cigarettes in this Art Nouveau poster. There we go. So there's another storage room here, and I guess books? Shelf holds some old books and is generally uninteresting. Spare room. Looks very nice. The Art Nouveau poster is an advertisement for absinthe, featuring an auburn-haired woman in a sheer robe. The bookshelf contains his classic literature, as well as a number of storybooks. There is also a framed photograph. Ooh! The photograph appears to be of Evan and Nessa's parents, posed in front of the newly built lodge. Getting random DMs while I'm streaming. Probably bots. Look, shelf. Yeah, I meant the shelf up there though. Oh, they're like photographs? Look. Still a regular look. The spare room is brightly decorated and inviting. There's a love seat, a fancy lamp, and some decorative plates. Aha! A door in the west wall, blah blah blah. Look, plates. A trio of pretty decorative plates sit on a small curio shelf. Take plates. These plates are delightful where they are. Perhaps there are plainer plates for you to use elsewhere. Alright, game. Close door. I'll steal everything later. I know we're not supposed to disturb the owner, but what if we went in the room anyway? Let's save, actually. We haven't saved. Okay, no one in here. This is the master bedroom. Mr. Richards shares it with Margot. You feel a little weird about invading their private space. There's a wardrobe and a nightstand to the left and right of the bed. There are 2 doors in the south wall and a door in the east wall leading back to the hallway. The bookshelf contains a variety of books on many subjects. Most of them are in French. The wardrobe contains a few garment bags and folded up pairs of overalls. The fieldstone fireplace looks like it would come in handy on chilly nights. There is a vase and picture frame on the mantel. There is some powdery soot accumulating in the fireplace. The picture frame is empty. That's odd. Why would you have a picture frame here and have it be empty? Suspicious! The vase is pale blue with craquelure. In vase? The vase is empty. A cheery framed poster of a woman riding a horse hangs over the fireplace. Ah, a private bathroom. An ensuite bathroom, what a luxury. You see a classy Victorian bathtub, a pedestal sink, a toilet, and a waste paper basket. A door in the north wall leads back. I already know the answer, but open trunk. Trunk is locked. I must snoop. The boudoir transports you to Fin de Ciel... Fin de Siècle? Paris. It's shiny, opulent, perhaps slightly tacky, and very, very pink. A mirrored vanity is the focal point of the room. Exotic perfumes hover in intensely localized clouds that you can almost see. Every movement stirs air currents that bring new scents to your nose. A doorway to the south leads to a walk-in closet, and a doorway to the north leads back to the master bedroom. A powder compact is on the vanity. You see a pretty blonde woman in a fashionable dress. A slim blonde woman sits at a vanity. Hello there, it's nice to meet you. My name's Nancy Maple. A pleasure to meet you, mademoiselle. I am Margot. Welcome to Crimson Lodge. How long will you be staying with us? I'm only here tonight, unfortunately. I was sent here by the Royal Canadian Museum on assignment. But Jack says I'm due to leave on the train tomorrow, according to Mr. Richard's wishes. I see. I'm sorry we won't get to know each other better. A note has been added. The vanity is lit with a pair of sconces. It has drawers on the left, right, and middle. Margot's powder compact is on the vanity. There is an elegant tin of powder on the vanity. You gesture towards the compact questioningly. Margot nods in assent. But of course, please do take the powder. You certainly need it. Thanks. You accept the powder from Margot. Thank you. It is nearly empty and I have another. Please use it for as long as you are here. Yeah, wow. Just take her stuff. And the game lets us. Inventory. So here's the inventory. We have your lucky mineralogist's loop, engraved with your name and attached to a handy lanyard. Great for getting a closer look at things. An issue of the Toronto Eye from a few weeks ago. Notebook. We've talked to Albert and Margot. An elegant tin of powder. A label reads, "Absorb your oils and grab your prints." A brush is included for application. We can examine things more closely with the loupe. You admire the minute dots that comprise the newspaper's photograph of a round cut diamond. The natural diamond described in the article would be an octahedron, not a faceted specimen. What an embarrassing inaccuracy. I hope someone got fired for that. You certainly need it, too kind, yeah. Your notebook doesn't benefit from closer examination. The tin of powder doesn't benefit from closer examination. Aren't you a clever girl? Yes, use loupe on loupe. Loupe poster. A dark-haired woman in a crimson dress kisses a middle-aged man with a comb over at a dinner table. You're not sure what this Art Nouveau poster is advertising, as it's in French. You can poke around her walk-in wardrobe. Margot's walk-in closet is luxuriously appointed. It has an enormous mirror on the wall and an ornate bench in the center of the room. There's a shelf full of footwear, some fancy frocks on hangers, and a selection of elaborate hats. A wardrobe and 2 chests of drawers are surely bursting with more finery. A door in the north wall leads back to the boudoir. The boudoir. Can I use compact? Okay, other verbs are required. Put compact on face. That wouldn't be an appropriate substance with which to fill the powder compact. Interesting. Put powder on face. I don't want to fill the powder compact. I want to use it. In a tin of powder. I want to absorb my oils. What would you like to refill the tin with? I'm guessing that we're later going to use this compact to store something. But for now, we don't know what that is. Let's go downstairs and greet everybody, shall we? You're in the main floor hallway. The door to the powder room is to the west. Ah, the powder room! And stairs leading upwards are to the east. The hallway continues to the north and south. Got to absorb these oils. This is a well-appointed powder room. There's a small storage cupboard, and a green bar of soap sits on the pedestal sink. An oval mirror in fancy brass frame hangs on the wall. Door on the east wall. A powder room. Finally, we can refill our musket. Yes, sell that. No one wants wet hands. Leave the towels alone. Fine. Look, the wallpaper is peeling a bit. The wallpaper is starting to peel. It has a close-set, repeating wave pattern. Alright, let's look at these rooms first. The place is so big. This is a rather large closet. You see some tools, a basket full of old rolled-up rugs, a gigantic wardrobe, and a worn cupboard. A sled, shovel, and mop lean against the wall. A door in the east wall leads back to the main floor. The wardrobe contains a stack of old, cracked flower pots, a broom, and an empty keg. A powder keg? It's empty anyway. Oh well. Not that door, but okay. A variety of tools are hanging from nails. Jack must use these for maintenance around the house. Take tools. You've never been very handy with tools, except a geologist's pick, of course. Unfortunately, you don't see one here. I'm sure we could use like a saw or a spanner. We've got a sled. Nothing. Alright. What was it the hint system was saying? You can walk... E? WWE? I think we have to open the door anyway. This is a cozy bar, decorated in warm hues of crimson and coral. A trio of stools are stationed in front of an elaborately curved bar. There's an oversized armchair and a striped love seat. So many love seats. A door on the west wall leads to the main floor hallway, and you can see the dining room through a doorway in the north wall. This is a cozy bar decorated in warm hues of crimson coral. Trio of stools, elaborately curved bar, blah blah. Look, bottles. A multitude of bottles sit on the back counter of the bar containing various liqueurs. Did Seribot get that one? No, I think it's been restricted straight off. That's good. Can I nuke you, please? Can I get your opinion on two emotes while I'm here? Certainly, Applejacks. Are they new emotes for your channel? Take liqueur. Drinking liqueurs is a bit much. I prefer a nip of whiskey myself. Fine. Which one do you prefer? Ah, yeah, you showed these on someone else's channel, I think. The animated rain or the static rain. I think they're both nice. Hmm. I think you could actually get away with just the static image, honestly. Um, it's nice that you can animate it, and we have a lot more animated emote slots now anyway these days. Um, hmm. Yeah, honestly, I think I kind of prefer the static one. But they are both nice. Ooh, dining room. Check this place out. Fancy. Look at the lighting effect there on the back wall. That's really cool. The dining room is an impressive sight. A massive Persian rug covers the floor, on top of which stands an elegant dining table and matching chairs. There's a buffet. A buffet! Oh, if only I'd brought my wallet. Thanks. I've been asking around to see which one I should keep. I appreciate how hard you thought on it. Well, important decisions. You could always put one that you're not keeping into BTTV, right, Applejacks? Um, you can stick as many emotes in there as you want. Another bot. A door to the west leads to the main floor hallway. You can see the kitchen through a doorway in the north wall, and the bar through a doorway in the south wall. So this is another way into the dining room, is it? It just goes back to the hall. Cool. There's a handsome display cabinet in the corner with glass panes to display fine dinnerware. A left cupboard and a right cupboard provide additional storage. The elegant crystal decanter has a round stopper and is filled with the finest Canadian whiskey. Aged for 12 years in oak barrels. Nancy can tell this just by looking. BDTV? No. BTTV. But you are certainly no expert. Drink. All right. You detect aniseed, then subtle spice and honey flavors. The warm taste lingers on your palate. But you are certainly no expert. Delicious. Maybe we need a second taste. We're no expert. Ooh, that whiskey is pretty strong. Can we get really drunk? My goodness, this stuff is going straight to my head. Better have another just to be sure. I've probably had my limit. I really ought to stop. Game has auto-saved. Oh no, why is the game auto-saving? We've got to try. Oh dear. Everything in moderation. Oh, we got an achievement for that. Oh dear, next time, try enjoying responsibly. Know your limit. Oh, that's a nice touch. What's through... Let's go to the kitchen. Sierra-style adventure game deaths, yeah. Ah, the kitchen. And here's Jack. What's going on in here, then? Hello, Buck. Welcome on in. Get yourself a shout-out. How you going? Playing some Crimson Diamond. The kitchen has a rough-hewn, rustic charm. The lack of decorations and fine furnishings implies that this room wasn't meant to be seen by the lodge's guests. There are cupboards along the walls and an icebox in the corner. A door in the west wall leads to the main floor hallway. You can see the dining room through a doorway in the south wall, and there's a door in the east wall that leads outside. Hello, Wobbin. Welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, why thank you. I am very well. Got lovely feedback at work today, which is always lovely. That's nice. That's nice, Fire. I'm glad for you. It is good to be acknowledged. A strip of yellow flypaper dangles near the door. Oh. Jack is here. Whoa there, I'm busy cooking up dinner. Get out from under my feet. Okay. The sticky flypaper is loaded with dead flies, frozen in various states of mortal struggle. Ew! Let me go say hi to G real quick before I sleep. Have a good stream. No worries, Applejacks. Thanks for stopping by. And have a good nap. Good sleep. The table is crudely constructed but very sturdy. You surmise this room probably wasn't meant to be seen by lodge guests when it was in business. Look. Bowl? There's a green ceramic mixing bowl on the kitchen island. Jack is mixing in the bowl. There's an L-shaped kitchen island. We can talk to Jack. Hello, Jack. How are you doing? Do you need a hand? No, I've got everything under control here. You go on, talk with the other folks. Maybe we'll go outside. My goodness, it's dark as anything out there. I have no need to go out this way right now. Fine. We could go out this way, though. I hear voices near this doorway. I wonder what they're talking about. You don't hear any voices coming from the study. Oh, is it the center doorway? Oh! So, what are we going to do about this? What are we going to do about it? We aren't going to do anything. I'm going to stay out of everyone's way and wait for all this to blow over. But what if they find... Shh. Listen, if you want to talk, we'll do it privately. Later. Meet me in the study after dinner. Ho ho. The plot thickens. Ooh, this is a fancy place. This is the study? This is Evan Richards' well-appointed study. Next to the ornately carved fireplace, there is a fine tapestry depicting a forest scene. There is a display cabinet beside the fireplace. A fancy desk with brass fittings sits on the plush carpet. You surmise this room was once used by Evan's father, as it doesn't seem to be to his taste. A door to the west leads outside, and a door to the east leads to the main floor hallway. Intrigue, yes. The game is afoot, Watson. What game exactly, I'm not sure. Although the tapestry is a little faded with age, there are still rich colours woven into it. The detail is exquisite. The fireplace's legs and header are carved with simple linear flourishes. You imagine it provides invaluable heat during long winter months. There is some powdery soot accumulating in the fireplace. Always check out your fireplaces. People love to burn evidence and things like that. Look, cupboard. There's a handsome cabinet in the corner of the study with polished brass pulls. Open cabinet. You open the glass-paned cabinet. The glass-paned cabinet is full of curios and memorabilia, old tarnished trophies, and an assortment of glass and ceramic vases. None of these books are necessary for you to read, but I wanna. This is Evan Richards' writing desk. The sturdy mahogany surface sits on double pedestals, each of which boasts a drawer and a cupboard. On top of the desk is a blotter, a brass lamp with a green glass shade, a clock, and a pen stand set. Yeah, I love these lamps, the banker's lamps. Oop. You can't use lamp in this game, and why not? I love lamp. The electric desk lamp has a green glass shade and green ceramic base. Electric. Fancy. Any clues on the blotter? The green leather blotter has been worn smooth from repeated use over many years. Maybe there's something in the pedestals. The desk is locked. What? There must be something. Okay, she only walks to the right side pedestal to try and unlock it. This bookshelf has a little sort of cupboard at the bottom. Can we open that one? Ba 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 ba. Can we go outside? My goodness, it's dark as anything out there. I have no need to go out this way right now. Fair enough, Nancy. Let's continue meeting more people. Can we barge in on those people? Hi. The conservatory is a stunning showpiece of a room. Surely the expense and trouble to bring this many panes of glass this far north must have been enormous. There's a doorway in the south wall that leads back into the main floor hallway. You see a husky older man wearing beaten-up denim overalls. You see a tall, broad man with long dark hair and a fringed jacket. Say hello to Evan. Hello, my name's Nancy Maple, and I'm a mineralogist on assignment from the Royal Canadian Museum. I am Evan Richards. Look, you and your friend can stay the night, but tomorrow morning Jack will put you on a train back to the city. But my boss sent me up here on behalf of the Royal Canadian Museum. I'm a mineralogist. I've got too much on my plate as it is, what with my sister and that lawyer of hers. And one mineralogist is already one too many. Talk to Broadman? Talk to... Well, we can move closer to him, can't we? Please, Mr. Richards, allow me to stay just for a little while. And Kimmy, too. Me, Margot, and Jack is all I want in this here lodge. You seem like a nice girl, but all this brouhaha is making my head ache. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Hello, my name is Nancy Maple. How do you do? Hello, Miss Maple. I'm well, thank you. My name is Nathan Cardinal, a family friend of Evan's. How do you know him? Oh, I don't actually know Mr. Richards at all. The Royal Canadian Museum sent me here on assignment. I'm to survey the land and find out if there are diamonds here. A discovery like that would surely make a splash when the museum opens to the public. You're wasting your time, I'm sorry to say. My family has lived in this area for many, many years and have never found diamonds here. Small red garnets are still plentiful, but of little value. Note. So that was Evan and Nathan. We still haven't met Nessa or Corvus. Ask Nathan about family. My parents lived in Crimson all their lives, before it was even called Crimson, in fact. My father was a patient man. He hoped that one day this land would be reunited to us, or returned to us, even if it wasn't in his lifetime. I must confess that I'm a bit less patient than he was. My mother was the fiery one. I feel myself struggling with both sides of myself now and again. Mineralogist. Mineralologist? Can't use mineralologist in this game. Ask Evan about Albert was his name. Jack set him up in a bedroom upstairs. Not for too long, I hope. Jack's in the kitchen cooking dinner. Leave him be. Margot? Margot and I got together a couple years back. I ran into her by the train station. Poor thing was lost. The last train had already left, kind of like you and your friend, Kimmy. So she came back to stay here for the night. She hasn't left since. She's probably up in her boudoir getting ready for dinner. Margot likes to look good for guests. She always looks good to me. Ask Evan about Nessa? Nessa's my older sister. We don't get along. In fact, I haven't seen her in decades. She went off to the city when she was 18. And now she's back with that horrible lawyer, Corvus. Ah, that was the name, okay. All greedy and grubby. Too bad there ain't nothing for her here. She's probably in the parlor. She likes it there. It's the fussiest room in the house. That guy. Snooty. No surprise that someone my sister Nessa likes is someone I can barely stand. He's here to make sure she gets hers, which ain't nothing more than what she left behind when she was 18. I think he's in the parlor with Nessa. Mr. Shaw arrived here with Nessa, Evan's sister. He's a lawyer. As soon as Nessa heard the news of this purported diamond claim, she came rushing up from the city. Corvus Shaw is here to assist Nessa with any possible legal matters that should arise regarding the lodge and its land. He seems to think pretty highly of himself. So they found a diamond here. And now it's like a question of, oh, maybe the land has got diamonds in it. And then she wants to sort of stake a claim on the lodge and the land. We went through that door. Don't think we went through this door. Ooh. A billiard table dominates the center of the room. There's a cue stand against one wall, and a card table nestled in a corner. A door in the western wall leads outside, and a door to the east leads to the main floor hallway. There's so many doors to the exterior around here. Kind of risky, isn't it? Like, lots of people could just sneak in and out. The billiard balls are pleasantly round and colourful, smooth and shiny. A massive billiards table dominates the center of the room. There's also a small card table off in a corner, and a side table beside a sofa. The square card table has a lovely maple inlay. Oh, closed doors. So, let's see, we went in this way, and that's the bar, right? Yeah. And we already checked that out. I think it was a bathroom? Powder room? I hear voices near this doorway. I wonder what they're talking about. Time to listen in. We've only just arrived, but I can't wait to leave. I've always hated this place. We'll get this whole affair straightened out and be gone in no time. Of course, locating the will would expedite our departure. I told you I don't even know if there is a will here. That does complicate things, yes. Well, you do your job and I'll do mine. Nessa and Corvus are looking for a will. Hello, I'm Nancy Maple. Good evening, my name's Nancy Maple. It's nice to meet you. I'm Nessa Crab, Evan's older sister. What on earth are you doing here? Are you another of Evan's gold-digging girlfriends? Not at all, but I am a diamond-digging mineralogist. At least I hope to be. Okay, mineralogist. The government has sent a professional to handle that. Stay out of his way. Hello, how do you do? My name's Nancy Maple. Hello, Miss Maple. My name's Corvus Shaw. I'm Mrs. Nessa Crab's, née Richard's lawyer. She is Evan's older sister. He gestures to the woman seated on the sofa. I'm here to advise her on the legal implications of this situation. You hear Jack calling, "Supper!" It's time to head to the dining room. Just close the door behind us. Make sure we get to the dining room first. Actually, what's through this room? We haven't looked in here. The mudroom has a tiled floor, making it easy to clean. There's a low basin for washing off boots. There's a wooden storage area with lockers, drawers, baskets, and cubbies for boots. A door to the west leads to the main floor hallway, and a door to the east leads outside. Alright, let's get food. My goodness, what a lot of company we have tonight. This is giving me indigestion. This food is giving me indigestion. You're welcome to leave. In fact, please do. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I'm not going anywhere until we find out if that diamond came from this land. And if it did, then you'd better believe I'm getting my share. That's what you think. Yes, that's what we think. That's what I'm here to ensure. Hey, you. How long is that going to take? I will begin my field work tomorrow morning. Crimson used to be a guard at mining town, yes? Yeah, but forget about visiting the mines. They blasted the mine entrances shut years ago, when they closed it down. Unless the fish had a pickaxe, broke into the mine, swallowed a diamond, then drove back into the river? Yes, I see. I've never even been there. Couldn't tell you where it is. Mr. Richards gets a sour look on his face and digs back into his meal. He looks like he's done with this conversation. Margot, what a lovely necklace you're wearing. Thank you, mademoiselle. Monsieur Richards, he gave it to me. I am very fond of it. Ah. Looks kind of like a diamond, doesn't it? A cheap trinket. Misshapen paste gem in a cheap setting. It's a white garnet, not glass. My Evan, he found it here in crimson. Didn't you, mon cher? Ah. Never mind, Margot. No one wants to hear about that. Why would we not want to hear about this white garnet that you found? My sapphire brooch. Now this is a real piece of jewellery. Bought it myself. Well, I think they're both quite nice. Nathan, I read in the newspaper that most of the land up here was once parcelled out to settlers. Is that how this plot became property of Mr. Richards' father? About 50 years ago, this land was annexed by the government. Various treaties were signed in exchange for preservation of our hunting and fishing rights and financial compensation. The promises described in those treaties were not honoured, by the way. Settlers came, mines were dug, and Crimson was prosperous, for a time. But eventually the mines were exhausted, most settlers abandoned their homesteads, and Crimson became a ghost town. Only Mr. Richards and his family remained. Yeah, we liked the peace and quiet. We liked it. I always hated it here. I sure do miss peace and quiet. Nessa and Corvus are the first to excuse themselves from the table. They head to the bar for a nightcap. Albert follows them for a snifter of brandy and one of his cigars. Jack clears away the dishes and goes to the kitchen to wash up. After eating a minuscule portion of supper, Margot heads upstairs to draw a bath. Kimmy heads upstairs to get ready for bed. Nathan and Evan remain at the table, lingering over their desserts. The candles have burned down a fair bit over the course of the evening, leaving small puddles of wax solidifying on the tablecloth. Well, that was a lovely meal. Yeah, Jack does a good job. Usually I wait for Jack to come clear the dishes, so as I can put off getting up. Looks like he's taking longer than usual to clear up what with all the extra guests. I feel a little responsible for Jack's extra workload. Maybe I ought to give him a hand. He'd appreciate that. About time someone made themselves useful around here. Alright, let's stand. And go to the kitchen. Ask Jack if you can help. Ask Jack to help. Sorry, Miss Maple, I don't know anything about that. Help Jack. You help Jack wash the dishes. Thanks, miss. Lots more dishes than usual. Happy to help. Now I gotta go see to Mrs. Crabble and Mr. Shore in the bar. Have to make sure they don't drink us dry. Yes, it would be a pity if someone were drinking lots and lots of your alcohol. And of course, I need to get Mr. Richards his hot toddy. He likes a soothing drink before bed. And I don't want to keep Margot waiting. Forget about that last one, won't you? What would Margot be waiting for? The sink is made of metal and has a plug hole. There's a blue graniteware kettle boiling water on the stovetop. There's the display cupboard with a bottom drawer and a sideboard with a cupboard and some drawers. The kitchen cupboards in the corner have single upper and lower cupboards by the stove and double upper and lower cupboards by the sink. You open the bottom cupboard. You open the glass paned cabinet. There are huge heavy pots and pans in the bottom cupboard. The glass paned cupboard contains a couple of decorative plates, a pretty blue mug, and some plainer mugs. Take mug. You can't use mug in this game. Take mug. You take the blue mug. I took a thing. Game is letting me loot. I am happy. The mug has a beautiful blue glaze. The bottom of the mug has an inscription that reads as follows: AG Studio by Chris Jones, Model 360. Okay. I wanted to ask Jack about the... I hear voices near this doorway. I wonder what they're talking about. I wanted to ask Jack about the cabinet that's in our room, but let's listen in. A lot of stuff about the drinks in this game. Yeah. Father's will has to be around here, somewhere. Things would be so much easier if we could just find it. If the will can't be found, we might have to proceed as planned. Take our chances. That little gold-digging hussy complicates things. Speaking of that, I found out something interesting recently. It could help us deal with her, but we'll talk about that another time. Good night, Mr. Shaw. Good night, madame. Evan and Nathan meeting in the study after dinner. Yes, we could listen in on that. Nessa and Corvus looking for a will. Went to dining room. Helped Jack. Eavesdrop on boudoir door. Nessa can't find a will. Nessa is dealing with Margot. Ooh. What could it mean? So the study was this one. You don't hear any voices coming from the study. Can we look through the keyhole? Would help if we can spell it. Can't use keyhole, okay. Don't hear any voices coming from the study. I thought they were going to meet here after dinner. Unless some other study. What if I close this door? Do you think we could hide behind the tapestry? We can! We can! Maximum snooping! After a while, you emerge from the tapestry. It doesn't look like much is going on right now. Oh, but we could do it. Game is letting us do things. What about going outside? My goodness, it's as dark as anything out there. I have no need to go out this way right now. Can we not, like, wait for them to come into the study? You stealthily slip behind the tapestry. After a while, you emerge from the tapestry. It doesn't look like much is going on right now. Oh, I love it though. Something else needs to happen, I guess. They were in here. Oh, here we are. There's Jack. I mean, Evan. This is a lovely lodge, Mr. Richards. Especially this room. My pa did all of this. Had nothing to do with me. Glad you like it, though. Ask about brochures. Ha! I forgot all about those. My pa printed stacks of those when he opened up Crimson Lodge. I don't have the heart to get rid of them, even though I closed the place down. They used to be stored in the study, but Jack moved them last time he cleaned. You could ask him if you want one. Where would Jack have gone to? No one in here? Ah, getting shortcuts. That's the bar. We could barge in on those two talking, but I don't think we need to, really. I'm obsessively closing all the doors behind me. Thief beat that into me, and it's a habit that I can't give up. Ooh, some sort of stuff on the table. Sweets? The parlour is fussily decorated with an elaborate wallpaper and cushy carpet. A cut crystal bowl of Jordan almonds sits on a low table. There's a fancy pair of armchairs and a camelback sofa. A small bronze sculpture stands on an ornate cupboard. A door in the west leads outside, door to the east goes to the main floor. Never knowing when a confection that could double as a small caliber ammunition might come in handy, you take a handful. Doesn't look very appetizing. A handful of Jordan almonds, colourful, unpalatable, and harder than most rocks you've studied. The surface of the Jordan almond is disconcertingly smooth and unblemished. Can nothing scratch its indomitable shell? Look at statue. The bronze figure is a dancing woman lifting her skirts. She stands on a grey marble base. And this is the mudroom that we looked in earlier. Can we go upstairs? Margot was drawing a bath, was she not? And they have like a walk-in... Oh, the door's open. They have a walk-in private bathroom. An ornate bathtub is the focal point of the room. It's surrounded by a teal curtain. But it's not filled. After growing up with EGA, I was really not prepared for how little magenta there really is in the world. It is quite a strong color, yeah. I hear voices near this doorway. I wonder what they're talking about. You can hear muffled voices in the boudoir, but the speakers are too far from the door to hear them clearly. Perhaps you could listen at the door with an item that would help. If I can't figure out what to use, maybe someone else would know? We have a mug. Oh, listen at door with mug. The ceramic mug wouldn't transmit sound very well. Perhaps a similar item would do the trick. Could we get a glass from the bar, do you suppose? It's a cozy bar decorated in warm hues of crimson and coral. A trio of stools, a station in front of an elaborately curved bar. There's an oversized armchair and a striped love seat. Can I take a glass from somewhere? These glasses don't really serve your purposes. They all have such delicate stems. I'm much more comfortable with tumblers. Aha, yes. They can be used for all sorts of things, wink wink, and aren't as fragile. Yes. Yes, Avatar, that is the proper direction to travel. You don't see any drinking glasses here. I should try the kitchen. Just the one. Oh no! That was our limit, huh? Okay, after dinner, we looked in there. Can we get a... Are those two still in the bar? No. Kitchen. Okay, so can we... Open cabinet. Take glass? Don't see any drinking glasses. Close cab. The saucepan. The drawers are full of all the random bits and bobs one usually finds in kitchen drawers. Fair enough. What about these ones? You open the cupboard. Those look like glasses to me. The top cupboard has drinking glasses inside. The bottom cupboard has pots and pans. You take a drinking glass from the cupboard. Sweet. You can use this to listen in on people. I hear voices near this doorway. I wonder what they're talking about. Use... No, wait. Listen at door with glass. With the help of the drinking glass, you can hear a conversation behind the boudoir door. Let's have a look. Oh, monsieur, you are wonderfully helpful. I cannot thank you enough. I do what I can. Mon Dieu. Sorry about that, but you know we gotta go slow. The pamphlet says so, right? It does, more's the pity, but I think it's working. You hear some muffled cries. Sure, you gotta keep it down, especially tonight. So many ears around. Gotta go slow. Pamphlet. You're right, of course. This must remain our little secret. Secrets! The voices go silent for a little while. Alright, I think we're done here. I gotta skedaddle before Mr. Richards finishes his drink and comes to bed. Of course. Merci, Jacques. Your days and nights are so very long. You got that right. And I'm not done yet. Having all these folks in the lodge, I gotta work that much harder. I'm sure they will be gone soon. Everything will be back to normal. I hope so. Bonne nuit, Jack. Good night. You hear footsteps coming towards the door. Thinking quickly, you duck behind the big blue chest. Yes, hide. After waiting a few minutes, Margot leaves her boudoir and heads downstairs. You manage to sneak across the hall to your bedroom. What a long and intriguing night this has been. Excellent job. Kudos on your thorough investigative technique. Whew, I'm exhausted. What an interesting place this is. It's too bad Kimmy and I have to leave on the train tomorrow. Later that night. The bridge exploded. Chapter 2. Excursions. Okay, Nancy, I'm all ready. Let's go. I wish we could stay here longer. It's such an interesting old place, and such intriguing folks. I know what you mean. I can see that you need a minute. I'll meet you at the front door. Thanks, Kimmy. I've got to pack all my stuff. What a peculiar place. So I might say, well, we're ending it here. But let's first find out, perhaps, that we're not going to be able to leave. Ah, Nancy, you ready to go now? Yes, I think so. You and Kimmy follow the dirt path to the carriage house. You find yourself falling behind as you marvel at your surroundings. The first time you're seeing the grounds of the lodge in daylight. You're surrounded by greens of every shade. The trees are taller than most buildings back home. They stand densely in countless numbers as far as your eye can see, swaying slightly in the breeze. As you near the carriage house, you can hear the distant roar of a waterfall. The land feels alive. There you are. Come on now, we gotta make this train. Right, let's go. Jack drives you and Kimmy back to the train station. The car ride seems a lot shorter this time, maybe because you can see your surroundings. Wait here, I'm gonna check the telegraph machine in the station. You wait in silence. Early morning in the deserted town is so quiet, it really nearly makes your ears ring. Did you just hear Jack gasp? Jack's taking quite a long time in there. I'm going to check in on him. Whoa, hey, I told you to wait outside. Jack looks agitated. He stuffs a strip of telegraph paper tape into his pocket. What's wrong, Jack? We're going back to the lodge. Bridge is out. Don't know how long. Oh dear. Oh, by the way, any of you folk know someone called Carl? Karl Marx? No, never mind. Why do you ask, Jack? Telegraph in the station for him. It was printed off the machine after my message, so I cut it and pinned it to the board inside. That's how messages get passed on to people in this area. It's a decent system. Well, I'm going to send a message to my superiors. Wait here. What happened to the bridge, Jack? An accident. The train can't get to Crimson. Looks like we're stuck with you for now. Jack looks over at Kimmy. Looks like you got your wish, eh? But like I said before, leave the cormorants alone. Kimmy flushes, but keeps quiet. You stand in tense, awkward silence until Albert reappears in the train station's doorway. I'm ready. Let's be off. The journey back to the lodge is so rushed and bumpy, there are times when you're afraid you'll bounce right out of the automobile. It's far too noisy to even attempt conversation. Albert leans back in his seat, impassive. Kimmy, whom you come to believe was a kind and quiet sort, looks pretty nervous, and maybe even a little angry. Jack is mostly silent, white-knuckled hands wrapped around the steering wheel. You realize you don't really know any of these people. I can't let myself be distracted. I have a job to do. When I get back to the lodge, I'm going to start my field work. It's been a long morning. I'm going to put the kettle to boil if any of you want some tea. You hear Jack mutter something under his breath about needing to see Evan. After I fetch my field kit and change into my field clothes, I'll be commencing my field work. Please do not disturb me. I'm going out to get a breath of fresh air. Well, I guess I have my work cut out for me. I still wonder what happened with my kit on the train. Well, I certainly can't dwell on that. To obtain samples, I'll need a few basic tools. A geologist's pick, or something similarly sharp and strong. A hammer that, when used with the pick, will help me chip off samples of rock. A small shovel to dig into the riverbed. And a streak plate to test the hardness of the minerals I find. Something made of porcelain would do the trick. I think Jack mentioned that cormorants like to nest on cliff faces. That might be a good place to get a sample. I should also check on Albert's fieldwork. Maybe I can learn a few things. Ooh, I hope I can finally do a bit of digging, literally. Alrighty then. It's 9 o'clock almost, and we've been going for 2 hours. I think I might call it here. We've done one chapter. As to whether I'm gonna continue this like every Monday, probably not. But if I haven't had time to prepare Ultima 9, we could always do like a part 2 of this. I don't really want to play the entire game on stream because I don't want to spoil it for people. I would actually quite like, people to buy this themselves and have a play and enjoy it themselves if they want to play through it. Julia's done a great work with this game here. Beautiful art, and it's really kind of intriguing. So, no cat around. Yes, I'm going to have a bit of a snooze, unwind. I have to admit, I was never expecting the game to be about actual mineralogy. Yeah, Stardrop, I've had little peeks of the game on other people's streams, and there's a fair bit of like actual involved geology and geoscience-y stuff, like things that you can do. So it's kind of cool. Hey, where's my Skittles? We picked up almonds last night. Oh, we didn't. We had to redo our game because we drank ourselves to death. There we go. Unexpected in a lot of ways, yeah. Rest well. Thank you, Kate. I hope everyone here has a nice Monday or end of Monday if it's that time for you, etc. Take care, look after yourselves. Here is my face. That's the raid message. Thank you, Stardrop. Amateur Mineralogist Neko raid. Let's turn my ring camera off. Right. There we go. So, who do I want to raid? Fancy new knock to collaborate things showing up now. Weird. Oh, Avuzal's playing Crimson Diamond as well. Looks like he's only slightly further in than I am. So this is perfect. If you want to continue following the story, then we'd only be skipping forwards a little bit if you want to carry on watching Avuzal's playthrough. And if you don't want to spoil yourself, that's also cool. But stop by and say hi, why not? So there's a link if you get left behind by the raid. Raid. I can type. I've been typing all night. Avuzal. Yeah, Avuzal. And I might copy that myself. 13 viewers are ready to raid. All right. Thank you again, everyone. Take care. I will see you next week with things, perhaps. Why not? Good night, Applejacks. Good night, everyone else who is going tonight. And have a good day for everyone else. Bye-bye. Where's my button? Where's my button?